How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the Unfiltered Show. Dante, what's going on?
Nothing out of the ordinary, Vincent. Just another day. Actually, it is out of the ordinary because today's Monday when we're doing the podcast. We usually do it on Tuesdays.
We usually do it on Tuesdays.
So that's out of the ordinary. Other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. Just another Monday, after Sunday. Just back to work, back to the grind. But yeah, other than that, nothing much. What was your overall grade before we start on football last week? We had our first flag football game. The whole team showed up. What do you think? What would you rate our team as a whole in the first game?
I think it was good. It was good.
Strictly based off the first game, because obviously, it doesn't mean shit because it was the first game. But first
everyone did well. I think it was a good, strong performance. A nice A-.
I agree.
Yeah.
The minus was that Jeff let it in touchdown at the end, right?
Now we're second in the league because of our point differential.
Are we actually?
Yeah.
We are. Yeah, we're 29, not 30. God, Jeff.
Not that it matters because
it doesn't matter.
There's only 4 teams, so everyone makes the playoffs.
Yeah, no, it's just funny that Jeff ruined that for us. But anyway.
He came late, too.
Yeah, and he came late and dropped an interception. We won't even discuss that. We won't get that far into it. But today, yes, I'm doing good, Vincent. How are you doing today?
Good.
Don't want to leave you hanging there.
Wasn't too hot out today.
No, it wasn't bad today. It was pretty. It was a beautiful day. The sun was out. It was nice. It rained last night.
Yeah, it rained this morning for a little bit too.
Yeah, you must have been up earlier than me.
It was at 10. It was.
I
don't know how long it lasted.
I was locked inside at that point at work. I didn't see sunlight again until 3:00.
Maybe 10 minutes.
Oh,
that was it.
Well, that's still a good day then. But yes, well now today, compliments of Kelly asking us to taste now our hot takes from last week. Mm-hmm. We have the cold brews here. The hot take taste tests.
Yes.
Say that 5 times
fast.
We
have 2 cold brews that I picked up from
one from Dunkin',
one from Starbucks,
and we're gonna see which one I think's better.
Yeah, we're gonna see if Dante's basic or bougie.
Basic or bougie, that's fair. And then you brought smooth and crunchy.
Yeah, we have smooth and crunchy. Smooth, Skippy, and crunchy Jif peanut butter.
I just want to know, has anybody who's watched the podcast contacted you about your hot take?
Not about mine. Wait, what was mine?
Yours was the crunchy smooth.
Someone that did contact me says they cannot eat peanut butter because they're allergic.
Well, so
I told them to try it anyway, though.
That's fair. I mean, if it happens, it happens. Get the pen ready. Just have the EpiPen on site.
But then, we influenced a couple people to go to Dunkin' instead of Starbucks last week.
Really? And how was the review? Was it bad? Good?
No, I mean they drank both, so it was Gabe and stuff. They went. They said Starbucks is 100 feet away. Dunkin' is 150 feet away, so they walked the extra feet. And they got some Dunkin'. I have a picture too.
Oh, see, look, I'm influencing the fans. It's a good time. Thank you guys for listening. I'm still right. I don't care what anybody says, because people came at me and were like, "No, Starbucks is definitely better than Dunkin'," and I was like, "You guys are just missing the point. You're missing the overall picture."
We got a lot of backlash for our misordered.
Yeah, bro, we knew we were wrong.
I figured.
What was the correct order? Because I still don't know what it is.
Tall, Grande, and then Venti, and then there's a Trenta as well.
There's a Trenta,
which I kind of knew that, but
is that extra large?
I guess it just means 30, so I'm gonna guess it's 30 ounces
instead of 20 ounces.
Venti is 20.
Okay, and then so what did we say? We said Grande. No,
we said.
I thought we
Grande,
said
tall, and then Venti. It's tall.
Grande, Venti. Yeah. Of course it is. Why didn't we know that?
There's Demi, which is 3 ounce. Short is 8. Tall. I don't know if they actually have all these, but short is, what I say, 8.
Yes.
Tall is 12. Grande is 16. Venti is 20 for hot drinks.
Oh, excuse me.
24 for cold drinks.
Oh, okay.
And then Trenta is 31.
Oh. I'm glad we have that information now of how to say all the words wrong for small, medium, large in every language. Okay, so I'll start this one for us.
Dunkin' has just small, medium, large, extra large.
That's why they're better. That's another reason why they're better. But we're gonna start off. I'm gonna start off with this beautiful. My mic still works, yeah. We're gonna start with this beautiful Eagles cup. If you're watching the YouTube, then you'll be able to get to see how nice this cup is. If you're not, then that's your
nice
loss,
old logo from Ross.
Beautiful Kelly green.
$11. Kelly green for the jerseys coming
Phenomenal.
out possibly this week.
I'll start with this one.
Mm-hmm. And then hit your protein shake for a palate cleanser.
Good call. Good call.
Unless you have water.
I'll hit the protein shake.
Yeah, add milk to it.
Okay. I based off of that initially, I feel like I already know what it is, but I could be horribly wrong. All right. And
honestly, I tasted both before I brought them in, and I didn't think one was any better or worse than the other one.
Okay. So I have my guess.
He drank from the Phillies cup.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't show off this beautiful
maroon
Phillies cup.
retro Phillies cup.
Maroon Phillies cup. Beautiful. Go back to the old logos, Philly. Please. Thank you. Okay. Based off of that initially, you said they both suck. Fair. You don't like coffee. I think.
These are both black. Black.
Yes.
Coffees
I didn't
also.
add anything. This is straight out the tap, whatever. Because I didn't want to, mess them up. I think that. Do I say which one I think it is, or do I say
which one you think is better?
Which one I think is better? I think this one is a little tastier.
The Phillies one.
Yes, it has a more of a coffee taste, I guess. This one seems a little more watered down, which some people might like. I actually prefer that, but so I think the red one's Starbucks, and I think the green one is Dunkin'.
So which one did you like more?
I think that I said the red one had a more of a coffee taste, and the green one tasted a little more watered down.
And then you like the Eagles one better.
I like a coffee a little watered down because that means it's not as acidic and it won't hurt your stomach as much. Ergo, why it's cold brew.
So the Eagles one is Starbucks, and the Phillies one is.
And I said this one's more tasty, and I said I like this one better.
And then Dante said that the Dunkin' one was tastier, but he enjoyed the Starbucks one more
because it tasted less acidic.
There you go.
Cold brew, I mean, I'm not a cold brew expert. The cold brew is the only coffee I drink. That was interesting. And cold brew doesn't hurt your stomach as much as regular coffee does because it's obviously less acidic. So that's why I thought the green one was a little better because it didn't taste as much as like coffee. But yeah, see, look at that. I said it tasted better, but I still chose Starbucks. So here we are.
I don't know if you're bougie or not.
That's a tough call, actually. We'll go half. I'm a half bouge. I'm a little bouge.
It cost $1.80 more for the Starbucks one.
Ha, interesting.
Also, like 1 less ounce, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Also, this one has ice and this one doesn't.
They both had ice at some point.
I was wondering if they put ice in and they didn't.
No, both had ice.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't.
I got
matter.
Starbucks first, so it melted a little bit, probably.
Possibly why it's a little more watered down. Which is okay. No big deal. I still, like I said, overall, I thought I went with the little more watered down one because that's my preference. But overall, more tasty wise, if you like a tasty coffee, the Phillies won't have more.
So you go to Starbucks now?
No, I'm still going to go to Dunkin' because it was tastier. But no, I do like my cold brew watered down. Okay.
You're a fan of tasty, but not
acidic.
Not as enjoyable.
Yes, true. Exactly. And then we have also brought in the crunchy peanut butter and the smooth peanut butter because I've never had crunchy peanut butter. So this will be a first, and it's going to be interesting because I'm intrigued. We can start with the crunchy.
All right.
We'll start with the crunchy because I've never had the crunchy. I've had the smooth. So we have Skippy here.
This is a fresh bottle too.
Oh, mine is open. I'm not bougie, see?
Well, I don't know if bougie is being open or closed, but this one is fresh.
I don't know what to expect. I feel like it's gonna be like peanut butter pudding or some shit. All right, let me put my mic down again.
Definitely not pudding. You're gonna get more of a nutty consistency.
There are nuts in this thing. Pause. Oh, she's thick. Oh my god.
And it's low sodium, so it's healthy for you.
This is just nuts with peanuts around it. All right. Okay. All right.
What do you think?
Initial reaction.
Is it crunchy?
It's nutty. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna need water.
You're not gonna need the podcast with peanut butter stuck to the roof of your mouth?
I can't talk the rest of this podcast. This is all you, bro. Oh my god.
Drink some cold brew.
Wow. Not bad.
Okay.
Overall, very good. But
a lot of nuts in your mouth?
That's a lot of nuts in my mouth. That's a lot. I took too much of a spoonful. That's my fault as well.
You did take a lot of nuts.
I did took a lot of nuts at once. I didn't expect the top to be covered in nuts. Like the whole thing is.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. I don't know if you're supposed to like mix it or not.
That bit.
There's some more. There seems like there's more cream. Maybe the nuts came at the top.
Anyway, initial reaction and overall. Oh, thank you. We're gonna go with a solid 7. I think it's 7.
That's not bad.
It's not like
it's peanut butter.
I wouldn't like. Okay, I wouldn't not eat it again, but it's definitely not my first choice. I'm not gonna try the regular peanut butter because then I really won't be able to talk this whole podcast. Compared. See, the thing is, what would you eat the crunchy peanut butter with? Like, are you putting that with jelly, or are you just putting that with just white bread?
Well, I don't eat jelly.
Yeah, I know.
So
that's why. But that's why I'm asking this question.
I could eat jelly.
That's why I'm asking you this question because
just throw.
How are you eating that just on white bread?
Throw it on some bread. No white bread. Some Sara Lee.
Some Italian like bread, like
either cinnamon raisin.
Oh, okay.
Or they have French toast bread now.
I'm understanding what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Because if you were eating that on just white bread, I'm
sure I've eaten it on white bread at some point in life.
Well, yeah, the college. I choked on a nut. The college, what's it called? The college
experience.
No, like when you eat
like the college diet.
Yeah, when you have to just eat whatever you got.
Yeah.
So if you only got that and white bread, that's all you were eating. That's fair. I would eat that on some cinnamon raisin toast. I can see that. That would make it a little bit better. A little bit more like of a meal, I guess. Like if you're having that for breakfast, I could do that.
Yeah, it's more of a. I don't eat it randomly. It's usually just for breakfast.
Oh, see, my problem is I don't eat breakfast.
I would eat it randomly
if you had to.
Yeah,
this is 7 grams of protein, bro.
It's good protein.
Holy crap.
And it's low sodium
per serving.
Oh, what's a serving? What's it say?
God, you're gonna 2 teaspoons. Serving size is 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons,
which is 33 grams of
fat.
No, protein. I think it says 2 teaspoons is 33 grams.
So that says 33 grams.
Oh.
And then in that 33 grams, there's 7 grams that are protein.
Dang, that's a lot.
It's a lot of protein.
That's a lot. Dang.
Just put that in your shake and you're good.
I mean, honestly, I'm drinking this protein shake. I should have been.
How much protein is in the creamy one?
30. Oh, in the creamy one.
The creamy one, not the shake. I
fault.
hope the protein shake has protein.
Yeah, the protein shake has a lot. I don't see protein on this thing.
It might not be on there, honestly.
It might not be.
It's.
Either way, 7 grams. Oh, yeah, it says 7 grams of protein here, but I don't really believe that, honestly.
Maybe they all have 7 grams of protein.
They could.
I mean, 2 tablespoons is not a lot.
How much is 2? What is this? Is this a tablespoon? It's a
big. Did it say tablespoon or teaspoon?
Oh,
I think it's teaspoon.
It's TBSB. TBSP.
Yeah, that's tablespoon.
Tablespoon. So a tablespoon is the bigger one, not teaspoon.
Yeah, but it's not as big as that. You probably did a tablespoon though.
I probably did. That's 7 grams. If I could do that 3 more times to get 21 grams of protein.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably need a lot more water, but I could definitely do it 3 more times.
Throw it in a shake.
I mean, honestly, like that's something I would use it for.
Throw in your bowl.
Put it in like a protein shake, but like don't put protein. Just put 3 teaspoons of that.
Yeah, that's usually people do that.
I honestly see like that. I wouldn't mind. You throw like a banana, maybe like a little chocolate, a little vanilla. That sounds fire. Fire protein shake. Wow, we should make our own recipe.
I'm sure there's a recipe with
definitely is
crunchy peanut butter in it.
Probably. But overall, very good. If you had to pick between those two, what was cold brews before we go? Which one was better? Do you remember?
Here, I'll just taste it again.
I'm gonna say
one was real bitter.
Yeah, it was definitely that one, because that one's new.
All right, it was okay. I mean, for coffee being ass.
Yeah, you're just not a coffee person.
Well, so I at least need some kind of milk in mine.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody. I mean,
I'm not drinking black. I'm not drinking for sport.
No one. I mean, people who do have to be like psychotic. I think, in my opinion.
This one might be a little better
because it's a little watered down.
I guess so.
I'm telling you, when the coffee's less acidic, it does.
I tried to get myself a matcha latte, but they were out of matcha at the Starbucks. So.
Well, that's why. Because you know what? And if you went to Dunkin', they would have had matcha because
Dunkin's
no one's drinking matcha.
Dunkin' isn't as good.
But. Yeah, I'm about to say no one's drinking matcha from Dunkin' Donuts. That's why. But it's okay. But yeah, that was fun. I'm surprised with my pick, to be honest. I thought it was gonna be the opposite. Like I was gonna say like this one's tastier, but I like that one, and then it was gonna be like that's Starbucks, but that's Dunkin'. I was doing complete opposite. Who would have thought? You know.
I'll bring my hot take next week too.
Yeah.
So I have one for this week, but I'll hold it and then I'll bring it, and you can just do it all in the same time.
Yeah, we'll do it at the same time. I could do that.
I don't want to do my hot take though next week.
You don't want to do your hot take? That makes me nervous.
It's a normal thing, food. But I don't like it.
And I do.
I don't know if you like it, honestly.
That makes me nervous. I'm gonna eat it regardless, but that makes me nervous. I'll think of a hot take and bring it in. That was a fun hot take to start this fun podcast off about sports. Anyway, speaking of sports, what has been going on? We'll save the Phillies for last this week because we always start with them and then it's over. Eagles.
True. Nothing is going on. Eagles. They left Jalen Hurts out of the top 50 players in the NFL. I don't know which thing. ESPN maybe. Now the NFL is doing the top 100.
I mean, I guess he's like barely.
There are 6 quarterbacks above him.
Okay, then no.
I didn't look who they were, but off the top of my head, I assume I know who they are.
I could guess the 6. Yeah, no, that makes no sense because, like, perfect example, if Justin Herbert's above him, then, like...
I'm assuming that Trevor Lawrence is above him.
Yeah, and, like, what has he done in his career?
I mean, Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, I guess.
Dak.
Is Dak above him?
I mean, I don't know.
I assume it's Herbert, and then who's the last one?
Kirk Cousins.
It's either Trevor Lawrence or... I just had it in my head, but I forget who it is.
Kenny Pickett.
No.
Whoever's Deshaun Watson.
Probably not him.
No. I'm just picking all the bad ones. Daniel Jones.
Yeah, it might be him.
Carson Wentz.
He's not in the league.
We're gonna guess all of them until we get to. But either way, the point is, I don't see. There's no reason there's 6 other quarterbacks who are better than him. That's true. If they're for the top 50, so that list is already
it's null
faulty.
And void.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Perfect words for that. Null and void.
But yeah, and then I did ESPN. No, NFL started their top 100 today, and Devontae Smith was number 100. So
that's. I mean, he's been really good. I guess he shouldn't be too much higher just because he hasn't done like. He hasn't had like a 10 touchdown season, or has he? Was last year a 10 touchdown season?
8 or 9, I think, last year.
Yeah, but I mean, he had like different quarterback. Again, it's all fair. We're all fairly new, and we're very young, so I can understand why they're not rushing to put us in the top 50. But Jalen Hurts being out of the top 50 and 6 quarterbacks being ahead of him makes no sense. So on that note,
then for the Flyers, nothing.
Literally nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
They'll be back soon, eventually.
Sixers. Oh, the Eagles started training camp today.
They did.
But I haven't heard anything.
Me either.
And then the Sixers, I mean, Embiid got married.
He did. Congratulations, Embiid, if you're watching this. Do we think James Harden
I don't know.
is going to be here next year?
Yeah, probably, because we're not going to trade for nothing, I don't think.
Fair call. What are you most excited for about the Sixers?
I don't know.
You gotta pick one thing. What are you excited for? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? You're excited for?
Embiid's gonna go back-to-back MVPs.
That's a good one. I'm excited to see how Nick Nurse runs the offense.
Yeah, well, we've had how many years of Doc Rivers, so
that's why I'm excited for. I'm excited to see if Nick Nurse, like, how he really changed everything. If Maxi's now the prime ball handler, if Harden's going to be the prime ball handler, and Maxi's going to be a spot up guy now. How he's going to utilize Embiid. I don't know. It's a lot of options. We're going to
get anybody else, or running it back with less.
Yeah, I kind of like how Tobias Harris has like kind of a fire under his ass now. Hopefully this pushes him to be that elite like 3-and-D player we need him to be.
We'll see.
So that's what I'm excited for.
And then finally the Phillies, they
have been
won
bad,
yesterday.
But have been good. I just don't know.
They won yesterday.
They did.
After losing 4 in a row. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Brewers, and 2 out of 3 to the Guardians.
Yes.
They lost 1-0 to the Guardians the other night to a rookie pitcher. I'm pretty sure.
2 hits. We got 2 hits.
And then we had to go to the extras last night. Or yesterday.
We pulled it out.
And we
Pause.
won. Bryce looks good at first.
Looks great at first. He dove in the stands. My heart fell out my ass, but it's fine.
But overall, maybe they're gonna turn around. They're like up and down.
Have we
Their
had?
top five hitters keep
the most important thing.
They keep playing like ass.
The best hitters are playing like ass. Yeah, Schwarber,
Trey.
Castellanos has been okay.
Castellanos was good, and he's been not great since the All-Star break. But who else? Real Muto, ass. And then Harper's been better since the All-Star break.
How about the rookie Rojas that we brought up?
He's been all right.
He's been doing good in the field.
Hasn't been.
His hitting's been.
He's hitting okay.
Okay, yeah.
Marsh has been good. Pitching.
I feel like Nola and Wheeler have pitched good.
Nola pitched yesterday. He gave up 2 or 3.
Which isn't bad.
He just gives up home runs. That's his issue.
That is true.
He has like the 3rd lowest whip in the league.
And like the highest amount of home runs given.
And he definitely leads the league in home runs. I think he has like 18 or something.
Yeah, I mean
he'll throw a perfect game through 5 and then give up 3 home runs.
Well, the pitching kind of like sucks because when the pitching is good, we can't hit for shit. But then the pitching's bad, and then we score 9 runs, but then we lose 10-9.
Kimbrel blew his first save,
but we still won.
We did win.
He wasn't gonna be perfect.
Dominguez and Alvarado are coming back.
God, our whole bullpen's gone.
And maybe we're gonna make some trades. We're gonna get Ohtani.
When's the trade deadline?
Next Tuesday. So, by this time next week, we might have
a lot to talk about.
Goldschmidt, Arenado, Ohtani, Soto,
Hank Aaron reborn, comes back to life, plays for the
Giolito,
Jeter.
No, we don't need a shortstop right now. So.
True, my fault. Forgot about him.
Who else? That's about it.
Babe Ruth.
We're gonna get Verlander. They're gonna trade him in division.
That's smart.
We're gonna get somebody else. Blake Snell.
We're gonna get Aroldis Chapman. Trade for a third.
He just got traded, so I'm assuming. But yeah,
trade him again.
Yeah, I'm sure the Rangers are gonna trade people when they're leading the division.
But yeah, no. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, there's a lot of big news next week.
Play the Orioles this week.
Yes, we start tonight.
We are fielding a trash lineup, even though they're the best team in the AL. We have, for some reason, Josh Harrison and Jake Cave and Stubbs are playing.
Wow. The studs are out tonight.
Uh-huh.
Glad we didn't buy tickets for tonight. Did you go to the Phillies game yesterday?
No, they were away. I'm going Wednesday. I got free tickets to Wednesday.
That's a good time.
Because of the delay. Whatever it was, 2 weeks ago.
That's sick. That was very nice.
Free tickets.
That was very nice of them.
I'm in the 400, but it's no big deal.
Free as me. Free as me. Amen. We live by that on this show. But that's a lot. That's all sports. I mean, not a lot going on. Do the Phillies still have a chance to win 100 games?
Yeah, they can only lose
How many losses do we have already so far?
48, I think.
Oh, so we could lose
14 more games.
Damn, pain.
I mean, it's not
unlikely.
It's not no. It's unlikely. It's not impossible.
Oh. Well, if I'm not Ron Stoppable, does it even matter? Oh, man, that's sad. I thought I really was gonna have it for a while. Before the All-Star break, I really thought I was gonna get that bold prediction.
They looked good until they lost
It was gonna be my
6
first,
of 10 out of the.
It was gonna be my first bold prediction, and they ruined it for me.
You've gotten something. I just didn't put it on the board.
I don't think I got any, to be honest. I may have gotten 1.
Yeah, you have 1. I have 4, I think.
Yeah. There's not a lot of bold predictions.
We'll get back to it when football starts.
Well, and basketball.
Yeah.
Baseball is hard to make a bold prediction. We have to make one. We have to literally pop them up every day on Instagram and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have that many bold predictions. I'm not that bold. We'll start doing parlays, like bold parlays.
Mm-hmm. Get bold parlays.
On Instagram.
I pick 3 guys to hit 3 home runs.
That'd be a bold parlay.
Yeah.
We start throwing those out there. Hopefully people don't. I don't know if people should take our advice though. We're not that great at betting. We're okay. We're average. We're not negative.
No.
But yeah, that's all for sports today. Anything? What were we talking about next?
You can either go anime or we can go with our topic. We're going to go anime and then
finish it
with the topic of the week.
We could do that. Let's spice it up. We'll change it up this week. For anime this week, we finally caught up on FMA.
We're officially halfway through.
We are officially halfway through. And we're actually on the same episode because we planned it like that for once.
So last time, everyone was still stuck inside of Gluttony's stomach.
Yes.
And they were about to break out. And Ed saw Alphonse's body in whatever that is called, the void or
yeah,
something.
the void's a good name for it.
He saw the truth and other stuff.
And so, do we well, bold prediction for this.
Uh-huh.
Do you genuinely know like what's gonna happen or no idea? Okay, so bold prediction for this. Do you think
do they get their bodies back?
he's gonna actually get his body back?
Al will.
Mm-hmm. Alric is not gonna.
Al will. Ed won't.
Oh, Alphonse.
Yeah,
he's gonna get his whole body back. And Alric.
And they're both Elric. That's their last name.
What's Alric? Oh, Ed. Oh, is his name? Edward.
Edward.
I thought it was Eric.
No, Edward.
I thought it was. It's
but
Edward.
Yes.
Oh, so you think Edward's not getting his arm and his leg back?
No.
You think he's about to?
I think he like gives it up for Al to get his body back.
So he's gonna go up his whole body.
No. I think he's gonna live still, but he's still gonna have his auto male arm and leg.
Random thought.
I mean, I don't know how it works, obviously. But.
And do you watch the intro?
Yeah. Do
you ever see the intro where Ed's old?
Yeah, I think so. Like older.
Are we gonna see him like that?
I think so. Unless, we must.
Interesting. My bold prediction is that Alphonse is not gonna get his body back.
He's gonna die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He might.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's anime. I just feel like it's never a happy ending, and I feel like the only happy ending would be if Alphonse actually gets his body back.
And Ed and Winry are gonna get married, or have a child, something like that.
Ed and Winry are gonna get married and have a child. They're gonna name it Alphonse, but the actual Alphonse, dead. He's not gonna get his body back. He's gonna take that seal off him and he's gonna check out. That's my bold prediction for the end of the season. I'm for the end of the show. I hate to see that.
It's possible.
It's not gonna surprise me.
It's not
I'm gonna be
ridiculous.
real sad. I'm gonna be real sad.
So then they get out of Gluttony's stomach to come out, and they're in a lair or wherever you want to call it.
Lair.
They're in Father's lair.
Father's lair.
Who looks like their father.
Yeah. So for that, we discussed this a little bit already, but I want to reiterate it.
Uh-huh.
I think that Father has made a second person that looks like him, who he sent out into the real world.
Okay.
And had a family and all that, like he did.
Mm-hmm.
But then he called them back. That's why he left. And I think Father is the actual human who can do alchemy, and I think the other one, who's the boy's father, is just some creation.
Maybe.
Personally, that's what
I think the father did enough alchemy and performed enough taboos where that the truth or whatever you see there got all his body parts and became a part of reality. And now he's trying to, or they, I don't know what the truth is, what their thoughts are, but they're trying to obviously destroy the world or whatever they're doing from that way, and bring it to their world. So I think that's how the truth kind of gets out of the void.
Oh, okay. I could see where your theory is, or your guess is, your prediction is valid. I just don't know, like I said, when I was watching these episodes, I was low-key confused for some of them. I was like, what is going on right now? There's so much happening. But I do think that the twin is his creation, who he sent out to be. Yeah. So We'll see what happens in the next couple episodes. Yeah. But so far we've seen that.
And we saw that. We see Scar and I can't remember the little girl's name with the panda. She fights. They fight.
So they start with a C?
I have no clue. Not even gonna guess.
Yeah, no. I think it started with a C, but I could be thinking of who's the friend of the prince who turns into greed. What's her name? Foul?
Lan Fan.
Yes, her. I knew her. She lost her arm. She's at the doctor's office right now.
Yeah. Wait, you saw the end of that, right?
Yeah. So I know about that. But yeah, he turned.
That was her grandfather. You didn't catch that part?
Nope.
You didn't see when
the girl with no arm now.
The girl with no arm.
Yeah.
The old man that she was fighting with and protecting Ling.
Yeah.
That's her grandfather.
Oh, that, yes. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the doctor was her grandfather.
Oh, no. Well, then the doctor has a moment
with his family.
With his family, too.
And he was like, what? How did they set that up? Did the brother set that up, I'm assuming?
No, I think they just literally were in town.
Cool. That was a beautiful moment. But yeah, we saw the prince turn into greed.
Yes.
But still there.
But he's still there. He's fighting it. It's not probably not a bold prediction, but he's gonna break through and take over
and become greed, but then just take over his body.
He's gonna be Ling with greed powers, probably,
and then have immortality because he has the Philosopher's Stone technically.
Probably.
It wouldn't surprise me because greed isn't.
He's reckless though, so he could die. But
yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm assuming he's gonna have a larger role.
I did say that his assistant, who's the girl, I forgot her name that fast. I did say she was gonna get a metal arm, and she already asked for one.
Yeah,
she's asked going to get her one, and I'm assuming he's gonna call Winry.
Oh no, he's not allowed. You missed that too.
No,
the grandfather was like, "No thanks, we'll go get one, but we appreciate the offer."
Oh yeah, no, I missed that part too then.
Because they were like, "Yeah, we'll help you," and she was like, "No, they're gonna like come looking for Winry then, and all this stuff." So.
Oh no, I did remember now when they were like leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I do.
And then you saw Scar and the little girl fight with Alkahestry.
Yes.
And then you saw how everyone else's alchemy didn't work because Father shut it off.
Shut that shit down.
So I assume next we will see Al and Ed learn Alkahestry.
Yeah,
in order to fight Father.
Still messed up my head on how one worked and not the other one, but I understand it's like
because the Father and the Truth or whatever created and control alchemy, I think. So,
gotcha.
And Alkahestry is something new from a different land that he knows about probably, but
because he tried to destroy it to use their bodies to make the Philosopher's Stones.
Yeah,
but didn't realize that there was also alchemy there.
So they're gonna learn that. That's why Marco is with Scar. They're gonna go look at his brother's research.
Yes.
And then what else happened? All of Roy's people left.
Yeah, very sad moment. I was sick.
But we'll see. They're gonna be back, I think.
I don't think they left.
No, they just put different posts now.
They're working together still. But
because they think Roy's like, sure, he's given in. He's like, I don't want anything to happen.
Yeah.
But he has other plans.
But they sent the assistant. He sent his assistant to go be the assistant for her.
Yeah.
For her.
You can't call him King Bradley.
King Bradley.
Because can't say his last name.
King Bradley. They sent him to go. They sent the girl to go King Bradley's assistant.
Yeah.
So she's gonna
so
be
he can keep a close eye. But you know.
Roy's smart as shit.
Well, no, Roy didn't send her. King Bradley said, "You're my assistant now."
Yeah, but like
because he's trying to keep an eye. But you know, Hawkeye is a sniper. She's gonna get him.
She's just taking everybody out. She looked like me out there in Warzone for a bad time. It's a bad John right there.
But and then that's
basically
Winry goes back after she points the gun at Scar.
Yeah, I mean we saw that. The only thing that we said, we saw Scar take the doctor. That was the only thing we didn't say.
And then Envy.
Yes.
Goes and takes what's his name? Kimberly.
Yes.
Yeah, the Crimson Alchemist.
And he looks wild. He looks kind of scary.
Well, he has 2 Philosopher's Stones now.
He's scary.
He's got something. He got a screw loose.
Yeah, he made me nervous. I was like, is he about to murder everybody after getting released? But then he didn't. And
I thought he was gonna do that too.
Yeah, I got real nervous.
Once he leaves.
He reminds me of the guy from Demon Slayer, the main villain.
Oh, you think he looks like Muzan?
Yes. Scares me. He scares me too. Like there's a few anime villains who are like, I'm like, oh shit, like I'm nervous, and it's like the one from Demon Slayer, that one that we just saw in FMA, and then the other one was from Naruto. It was Madara. When he came out and just started rocking people's worlds, I was like,
I'm almost there.
Yeah, you'll see him rocking everybody.
What happened? They just killed Danzo.
Oh, they
killed Danzo, and then now it's Kakashi, Sakura, and Naruto are about to fight Sasuke.
Yeah. Yep, you're in the thick of it. You're about to get to the good stuff.
And Sasuke's blind. I mean, like, I know he's not blind, but he's temporarily blind from overusing his things.
Don't mean shit. Man's a demon. When you finally see Madara for the first time, like,
I mean, I know what he looks like, but
yeah, but you'll see like the whole like announce himself basically. When you see him for the first time, you're gonna be like, whoa, because what do you know about like Obito and all that stuff?
Well, I know he technically died.
Do you like know who's behind
the
mask? The orange mask.
I mean, it's supposed to be Toby. Everyone thinks it's Toby.
But
I don't know if he just introduced himself as Madara though. I think
he did
introduce himself at the summit
as Madara.
Yeah. But then when he came to see Naruto, I think he does introduce himself because Kakashi knows it's Madara.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's something going on where he probably is using like a different face or body or something like that.
I'm not gonna ruin it for you. Obviously, you'll.
He has a whole other world inside of his eye, so I'm sure he can pull.
Wait till you see that.
He pulls bodies out of it.
Wait till you see that shit, bro. It's crazy. But you'll see what the truth is soon enough when you get to a little past this, because you'll realize when they explain what reanimation is and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They explain that to you already. So when the way they reanimate people and the way they bring all these reanimated people back, you'll see how and how it all makes sense to who's behind the mask, which is technically Madara right now, because it is Madara technically right now.
I want to see what Kakashi thinks when he sees Obito.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot. It gets crazy.
Kisame's dead too. Killer Bee and Raikage killed him.
Yeah, actually, this time.
Yeah, they killed him for real.
Yeah,
they took his sword.
Yeah, they took the sword. Yeah, they actually murdered him, because I remember last time we talked about it, and you were like, oh, they killed him, and I was like, yeah. And then you were like, I know they didn't actually. No, I was like, yeah. And then they actually killed
him this time.
Now he's actually murdered.
That sword wanted to be with Killer Bee.
Yeah. Which is the 8 swordsmen is one of the best parts of the whole show, honestly. The swordsmen are so cool. But yeah, you're right at the cusp of madness, and I can't wait for you to just, because once we get to the war and we can talk about the war, oh my god, we're gonna have a whole show about just the Naruto war, because it's just.
I think I'm on 210 or something.
Oh yeah, I mean you have a lot of episodes sadly to go still, but
I don't know if I'm running into fillers soon, but I assume not.
Yeah, I mean the fillers aren't that bad though for Naruto.
I watched them all, so.
I think though when you do get to when you get to the war and you start getting all these answers to everything going on, you're gonna be like, oh my god, you're not gonna be able to stop. You're gonna literally probably binge watch 100 episodes. That's what I did. I used to watch and play games for hours, because there was just so much you had to just know what was going on. So good. But yeah, we'll catch up on FMA again for next week. Hopefully, well, next week we'll see, because we have to see what topics we get and all that, and maybe I'll bring a game, because we haven't played a game in a minute. Oh wait, we didn't do the Immaculate Grid today either.
Oh, we can hold it.
We'll hold it till next week, because that's usually with the sports section. So yeah, we'll do that next week. So maybe we'll skip next week, and we'll do FMA in 2 weeks. Not next week, the week after. We'll do FMA again.
Today we'll do. We'll finish with our topic.
Yes, and I don't even know the topic of the week.
That's right. I didn't tell you. So it's board and card games.
Oh, okay.
So what's your?
I should have brought one.
I was thinking which what's a board game to ruin friendships,
taboo,
families,
taboo.
Usually it's what's it usually? People joke it's Monopoly.
Yeah, because of the Dane Cook thing when he goes, this game.
No,
so definitely I think the game that people argue about the most is Monopoly. But me personally, from experience, when playing Taboo with friends, family, or significant others, it gets dark.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think they know you, right? And you start explaining the word, I'll never forget it. Oh man, it's so I was explaining the word spider, I think, and you couldn't say web, you couldn't say Charlotte,
you couldn't say 8.
Yeah, there was those words, and I was explaining it the best I could. You couldn't say Tobey Maguire, you couldn't say man, you know, and I remember explaining it so well, and then I just it was just a rough time. Taboo has to be.
It's the hard one. You feel
you think the person you're talking to, the way you're explaining it, the way you know them, you think oh, they're gonna get this easy, and then they're just guessing other things, and you're just
every end of each round ends with "Are you fucking dumb?"
Yeah, exactly. You're never happy. You're never satisfied. You can clear the whole board.
Even after you win.
Yeah.
Even if you win, just
no one's happy.
It was a small battle.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it.
Because maybe we just got 12 cards, but we could have got 15 if you just knew what the word Earth was. You imbecile. It's just it's such a rough game to play with people.
How about Uno?
Uno ends everything because It's when you get the draw twos, and you think you got somebody, and then they hit you with a draw two.
It's actually illegal to stack plus twos.
I firmly
according
believe,
to Uno.
I firmly believe that whoever invented the game of Uno and wrote those rules on that piece of paper just don't know how to play Uno. They just like the people who like play video or make video games but don't play the video games.
I saw a tweet about it the other day, and it was like Uno was like you're not allowed to stack plus twos on other plus twos, and so someone tweeted back at them and said, you made the game. Why don't you mind your fucking business and we'll make the rules?
Yeah, exactly. Because everybody has their own rules. Like people play Staxies.
Yeah, as long as you're playing the same. Everyone knows the rules.
Exactly.
Play whatever you want.
Yeah, and like
you could play. You could say play. You can only play blue on yellow if you really want to.
True, you can do whatever you want. I like all the variations of Uno that they've made now.
What's their best variation now?
We haven't played it yet, but it's absolutely wild.
Flip?
No.
Duo?
Wilds.
What's the other one?
Wilds.
It's called Wilds. Every card's
a wild card.
Does the game end?
Yeah, it's like they're different wild cards. So like one wild card would be like next person draws two, but they skip their turn and it's crazy. I saw it. I had to get it because I was like, this will literally start fights between us and the Mulos. Like I will jump over the table and punch Jeff in his chin if he tries some.
How about what's the other one? Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens is the best game ever made. And I will die on that stand because
it's a really good one. I think it always is different.
Yes, like
it doesn't really get old.
No,
Uno can get long.
Uno gets repetitious, and like after a certain point, you have like 37 cards in your hand. You're just like, all right, it's time to go. Like you can have the win. I don't care. Exploding Kittens, the more cards you have, the better you're doing because then you can just start throwing them. Like someone's like, all right, give me your diffuse. Nope. Someone's like, pick up 6 cards, skip 6. Like you just ruin someone's day because they thought they got you and you just were ready with a counter. And it's just the best game ever. Exploding Kittens is probably the best game you've ever introduced me in your lifetime.
I don't remember where I started playing that.
Well, I remember when we first
started it in our apartment.
I was gonna say when we first started playing was in the apartment with Scott and all of them, and we used to play all night. We used to play for hours. And
we used to play till 6. I would go to sleep. No, we wouldn't even go to sleep. Play till 6. Go get a pretzels, fresh pretzel from the Philly pretzel, whatever
the hell that hellhole was.
And then I would go to class Saturday morning at 8 a.m.
Yeah, that was the good times. Good times for sure. Exploding Kittens. A favorite of mine that I love, but it gives me anxiety. Jenga. It's a fun game, but I'm always scared that it's gonna fall and hurt my hand. I get very nervous. I want to crush. I want when you squish your nail and like a bruise happens. Oh man, it's my biggest fear. Jenga? Dude, you gotta play. You play. We go all out.
If you squeeze, it probably is harder. It makes it worse.
You gotta be. I always want to get the big Jenga.
I don't know how much it costs. I'm sure it's not that expensive.
No, it's not. I actually saw
Make it yourself.
We could. I saw it at Home Goods actually. It wasn't that bad. I think it was like $50.
There's just less tiles, I think.
Yeah, it looks so much fun, but also that's like my fear come to like fruition because if that falls and stubs my toe, wow, oh man,
I'm sure it won't hurt that bad. The pieces don't seem to be that heavy.
I don't want to find out because I mean if I'm playing outside in my backyard, I'm not wearing shoes, so that's gonna just crush my toes.
How about Settlers of Catan?
That
could be a hit or miss game.
If you're playing with the right people.
You don't want to. Sometimes you get screwed into a corner and you can't build shit.
Yeah,
you're not pulling a good card, or you get like bad numbers and the game just becomes annoying.
Yeah, sometimes that game's not
then
fun.
You just have to go out and screw
other people.
Screw the winner.
You just feel bad. Yeah, Catan's a good game if you're playing with the right people. Sometimes, we've only played with people who make it fun. I never played with someone where they were being an a-hole about it the whole time.
Yeah, I haven't really played it with when people were trying to
But sometimes people make it if you get personal. We make it personal sometimes, but in a jokingly manner.
You're I'm not trading with you, and then you screw that person over.
Exactly, but sometimes you say that, but then you do it because you're about to win or get a point, so it makes sense. I wouldn't not do it not trade with somebody just to be an a-hole. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why I feel like Catan's a fun game, but you have to play with the right people. and it's a long game, and it's a very strategic game too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good game, but we haven't played in a while. It's just because there's not a lot of people play.
No, we just got some new games we should play.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I saw some of them sitting on your counter. So.
Yeah, there's one called Blank Slate. It's a fun one. So you basically you pull a card out of the deck, and it says like blank chicken, chicken, and you have to fill in the word. But you're all say like you write on your paper like fried chicken.
Okay.
And you're hoping that someone else says it. If one other person says it, you get 3 points. Okay. If more than one other person says it, you get 1 point. And then if no one says it, you get 0. So you're trying to think of a good word, but at the same time you're trying to think of like a word that only one other person is gonna say. So like you can say like
that's fun.
Fried chicken, but then someone could say like I don't know, like boiled chicken, and you're like, oh, that's a good one in your head, and then you go around and you're like, no one said boiled chicken, so you get no points.
Who the hell said boiled chicken? I would slap one of them.
I don't think chicken ever come up.
No,
but then you can like you can make it like a phrase, or like you can add a couple letters instead of like. So it's cool. Then there's
So like. Quick thing. Mm-hmm. So like if you say you can make it a phrase.
Yeah.
So if you say
you can only add one word.
But
it can be like
so there might be more words on the actual card.
On the card, no, it's always one word.
Oh.
So it's always like blank chicken or.
It's
like chicken blank. So it's,
okay.
So you either fill in the front or the back.
So if like you wrote like crispy fried chicken like that.
You can write crispy chicken. Or fried.
So always one word.
It's always one word that you can add.
Gotcha.
Unless it's like a hyphened type thing.
I gotcha.
And then another one, it's like kind of like categories, but in action, it's called Tapple. It's like a circle, and all the letters are on there. And you're going, so like a category pops up. Let's say it's like sports. So then whoever starts, you say this sport, like baseball, and you click B.
Okay.
And baseball can't be said, and B's out for the round until the whole thing gets reset.
So then you say cricket.
And you don't have to go in order either.
Oh.
So you can be like, oh, football, F. And then same thing, go around, and then eventually you're...
Go to one sports.
Yeah. Usually it's more like movie actors. And then there's a lot of actors. Hathaway. Or it's like desserts. Things like that, yeah.
Chocolate cock.
Mm-hmm. And then what's another game?
I just saw that the other day.
Chameleon's another game.
Never heard of that.
That one, what's it? So everyone has a card. On your card, either has like a legend, like on a map.
Yeah.
So to tell you like which word everyone's using.
Okay.
Everyone's using the same word, but one person doesn't have a map. You're the chameleon, so you're like looking at your card. And you're trying to blend in with everybody.
Okay.
So depending when you go,
I think I saw this.
You say one word.
Yes.
So like if like the word is like Cinderella.
The
first person might be like princess, but you're trying not to be too obvious. So the chameleon, you're trying to see
who doesn't follow the order. So like if you say princess and then I said ball.
But then like if I say princess and you're like I can't think of a word and you say princess too, and then we're like you might be the chameleon or you're trying to throw someone off. Or like, but yeah, you go around, and it's like something more obscure than than Cinderella, obviously. Yeah. But then like you get to the chameleon, they're like gray.
Yeah, and you're like that there's nothing to do with anything gray.
But then you have to also play. Like, it depends on like who you're playing with. You have to know like this person never says the correct word anyway. So
gotcha.
Something like that. That's a fun one too.
I actually saw that. I just saw that on TikTok. Someone was playing.
And we recently played Pictionary again. And that shit's horrible.
That shit's hard. I can't draw for shit.
All the pictures are garbage.
Yeah, it looks like a child who just learned how to read and write just drew that shit up. That chameleon game sounds fun. That reminds me of like when you play like in a circle. When you played Fishbowl.
Fishbowl's a good one. Fishbowl's always a good one. Codenames
is a great one. Codenames and Fishbowl.
That's the game where you're like, you stupid.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Piece of shit.
You're trying to think of words and connect them, and you have to use that.
Yeah, because they can't guess the wrong word because if they guess the wrong word,
it's your fault.
Yeah. You're like, no, I said football. Dan Marino's right there. No, you imbecile. No, Fishbowl and Codenames is a top like 5 game to play at a party or like play at with a friend.
Those are good.
Those are my favorite games to go to. Uno, obviously, as well. I'm really big on Monopoly on the Switch.
Okay.
I love playing Monopoly on the Switch.
How about Monopoly on your phone?
Monopoly on my phone is addicting, and we're all ruined. All of us, all the friends are ruined because we all play it now.
Just blame Jeff.
It is Jeff's fault.
Sal has Sal's paying money.
Oh yeah, he has.
All right,
he said he's paid. He said he's paid a few dollars here and there.
Yeah, I could tell.
Nothing like crazy though. He said the most he's paid was like $7. I think.
All right, that's fair. But this kid's got a lot of ribbons, or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, I listen. I'm not gonna lie. This morning I was cooking in Monopoly. I was like 30 million deep. I got like 3 boards ahead. It was crazy.
Which board are you on now?
Oh, I'm on like the Haunted Mansion one.
You might be up front of me, honestly.
Yeah, I know I'm far ahead.
Did you play it before and then get rid of it?
No, I just started. We're still not friends, so I don't know what the hell. How do you fix that? But we'll figure it out.
We are friends.
No, we're not.
It says I'm friends with you.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm not your friend.
Maybe when you go to the friends, if you go like all the way to the left, you have to click add friend.
I'll check again later after this. That's a lot of fun, for sure. Board games, yeah. I think we hit all the board games.
We hit the big popular ones. I mean, there's a million, obviously.
How do you feel about Scrabble? That's a board game.
Yeah, I like Scrabble. I haven't played in a while.
Were you a big Words with Friends guy?
I was back. I was a big Word with Friends.
Same, because of Scrabble. Even trivia with friends.
Yeah, something like that. Trivia Cracked.
That was a fun one too. I used to play that one religiously. That's like Trivial Pursuit. Though, yeah. So ultimate favorite board game ever. What would you go with? Would you go with Catan?
I guess that's a good one.
I think
Sorry.
Sorry's a great one. That ruins friendships for sure.
Mousetrap.
Hated it. I think mine would be Monopoly. We forgot one of the best ones. No, horrible. Clue.
Clue, I feel like no one ever wins.
I play Clue. Also, Clue on the Switch religiously.
Like Clue in real life, no one wins ever. No one ever gets it right.
I do.
Even though we've played another game. I can't remember what it's called now. Mysterium. It's called. It's like Clue, but it's like Clue, but there's like a different. There's more categories. So you like it's the same thing like weapon, but now you're like it's like a room, a weapon.
That's Clue.
And there's like something else.
Oh, okay.
But there's like different things that make you like vote on people's choices, and by doing that you like get points for the end of the game, and then basically like at the end of the game you're trying to like have the spy or whatever it is, or whoever the game host is. Trying to be able to pick like the winner and things like that. It's interesting. It's very similar to Clue.
That sounds fun too. I'd play that. But Clue is also one of my favorite games. Like I play on the Switch as well on hard mode because I'm too good at this. I need a challenge, and I actually lose because the computer's fast. Like if you don't get it within like 5 turns, you lost, and it's hard. Like I actually struggle. I sit there and think. I'm like this AI said that. He guessed this, but then she did that, and I'm like sitting there like really thinking like I'm like passing the SATs or some shit, and I still lose. So Clue is one of my favorite games because it's so hard. But if I had to choose one, Monopoly is definitely because it just feels so good to shit on people when you steal their houses and you're like, give me all the money. It's a great feeling. But yeah, I was really excited for this because we know how much I love board games and Cards Against Humanity. Love board games and games in general. It's just a good time.
Yeah. I guess Exploding Kittens would be my top.
Exploding Kittens,
it's a card game,
was the best, my favorite game to play with the boys. Like when the Mulos are over, I cannot.
It's a good card game.
Cannot wait to play, especially now that they enjoy it because they have fun with it now too. It's so fun because they get serious. Jeff and Dev always battle it out. Me, you, and Will just having a good time here for a party, and then they're just arguing the whole game.
That's usually how it works.
Usually. But yeah, next week, are we going to have a topic? I don't think so.
I mean, we'll put one up again.
We'll see. We have to go over the schedule for next week and see what we're going to actually talk about, and then we'll see if we have time for a topic.
Yeah.
Because I'm bringing a game next week.
Oh, you're bringing a game as in...
No, not like a board game.
Like a trivia
Like
thing.
headbands. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Heads Up.
Heads Up. There we go. No, I'm going to bring like a trivia game to you because it's been a while. We're slowing down. I have to hit you with some trivia.
All right.
Besides, we're doing the Immaculate Grid next week as well.
Yeah, we're adding that back in.
Yes.
We can use baseball and football now.
I cannot do baseball, but maybe football I could definitely do. Football
I had
and
to do
or
the one
basketball.
today because I was saving it, but now I could do it.
True. Yeah, we gotta do football. I mean, football and basketball I could definitely do. Baseball, I'm gonna struggle, but you'll carry me.
I'll try. They're hard. I haven't done great this week.
But other than that, I think we hit all the topics for this week. Thank you all for watching as usual. We appreciate you coming by. This week was a little longer than usual, but you guys have time. Thank you for watching and listening, or listening and watching, whatever you did. Thank you for going there. Follow us on all the socials. And Vincent, anything else?
Yeah, just follow us on all the socials at the unFILtered Show.
Yes, at
Instagram,
the
Spotify, somewhere else. TikTok eventually.
Yes, we're gonna throw up a parlay this week just because we said we were gonna. Now
throw up a parlay on.
We're gonna throw it up one.
We'll put it on our Instagram story.
Yeah, we'll do one tomorrow.
Tail it.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody. We'll see if we win.
1 cent on every baseball team.
We'll go $2. I'll put $1. You put $1.
All right.
We can afford it. But yes, thank you all for watching. And Vincent, if that's all, take us away.
Thanks for drinking straight from the tap. We're unFILtered.
See ya.